Welcome back, you guys. So today I am sharing our adventure to this beautiful island, Isla Mujeres, that we were able to venture on our most recent trip to Cancun, which was just about 3 weeks ago. We stayed at the Moon Palace, and I just wrapped up my vlog on that resort. If you want to check that out, just check the video right before this one and I give you all the details of that resort. But we're going to calm things down and jump over to this gorgeous island. I'm going to show you how to get there, the cost, and what we did on the island. So here's the map from Moon Palace, where we were staying at, all the way to Isla Mujeres. Now, you cannot drive to Isla, you have to go by ferry. So we took a taxi from our resort to one of their ports. They have 3 different ones in the Cancun area. We went to Puerto Juarez, I believe, and we paid about $38 to get to the ferry by taxi, and then $40 on our way back to the resort. So it took about 30 minutes from our resort to get to downtown Cancun, where this ferry port was. We went with the Ultramar. This cost us $40 for 2 round-trip tickets to get to the island and back. It was only about a 20-25 minute ride, so it really wasn't bad. It was a lot more crowded than what I was expecting, because we got here super early in the morning. I believe it was like 8 o'clock in the morning. So I would highly suggest getting there early, because I know it gets more crowded throughout the afternoon. We seen a bunch of workers that were going over to the island. I believe they probably work at a lot of the resorts over there and some of the businesses. But we decided to sit on top. You can sit underneath, which is air conditioning, but I wanted to see the gorgeous views of the ocean, because, you know, over at Moon Palace, where we were at, it was not the best ocean. So I was so excited to finally see some blue waters. I did a lot of research and watched a bunch of YouTube videos before we came to Mexico to figure out what we were going to do, since we were venturing by ourselves. We did not want to take a tour this time. We wanted to get our own golf cart and venture on our own time and go places where we wanted to go. So we found a golf cart dealer that let us rent the golf cart for $55, and that was for all day, 8 hours, plenty of time for this island. This island is not very big, but there is tons to do on it, and I loved the local life here. So the first thing we did was kind of drive down the main areas where the shops, the little local restaurants were, and the famous beach, Playa Norte. As you can see right here, it is crystal blue waters, you guys. If you want to stop here and get a umbrella and some seats, it's going to cost you probably about $20. But we just kind of glanced at it. We ended up coming back a little later during the day, but just showing y'all you could stop here, rent an umbrella, or just bring a towel and set your stuff down on the beach, is what a lot of people did too, and you could get some gorgeous waters to swim in. We wanted to check out a few things first before we started swimming, so we started heading down to the end of the island, to Puta Norte, to check out some really pretty views there. And this probably took us about 20-25 minutes to get all the way to the end. And as you can see at Puta Norte, you could take some of these tours down on the edges of these cliffs, overlooking some gorgeous waters. There's a really cool story to this island as well. But just showing you how you get there, you arrive to this neat little village. You can pay money to get down and walk around the cliff area. We did not do that. We said we would come back if we had enough time throughout the day, and we didn't make it back over here, but we got to see some really cool things without paying. So you don't necessarily have to if you don't want to. But again, if you want to go all the way down to the edge of this island and walk around close down by the shore, you will have to pay. I don't think it's very much. I think it's only a few dollars. Make sure you bring cash for this island, you guys, because there are a lot of places that only take cash. So back to that statue I first showed you. Isla Mujeres means island of women, and this is one of the goddesses. Her name is Ishel, and she was known for the goddess of fertility, moon, and I think medicine. So people would come give her offerings for fertility. So I thought that was kind of neat to learn about this island. As we drove along the side of the coast, you will notice that they got like little walls of shattered glass. I guess that's their way of keeping people out of certain areas. They have a lot of new construction going on, And it was really neat to see the process of them building these gorgeous houses by the beach. So I actually looked up online how much you could buy a house for here if you have the budget. And if you have a cool million or two, you could definitely get a nice little property by the ocean on Isla Mujeres. Another great reason why it's awesome to get a golf cart is because you can just stop anywhere and just go explore. This island is so safe. That was one of my main concerns about venturing out by ourselves because we don't speak the language here. We're not super familiar. This is our first time to this island, but it's very safe. It's very easy to navigate. We drove around this whole entire island like 2 or 3 different times, and we always discovered something new. So I would highly recommend doing this. We also stopped and grabbed a bite to eat at this beautiful little local restaurant. It's definitely not as cheap as some of the places that are more centrally located in town. I think just because you're paying for the beach and just how pretty it is. We spent about $40 for an appetizer, my Miami Vice, and a cerveza, and our meals. Now moving on to snorkeling. Where can you go to snorkel these beautiful waters? So this is Garfon Park. They typically charge around $70, $80 per person. That does include zip lines, and I think they have dolphins here that probably cost a little extra. They were closed, which I'm so glad they were closed because we actually ended up snorkeling this exact same reef for a fraction of what they charge. So we ended up finding this little gem, Garfon de Castilla, I think is how you say it. I think this used to be a very hyped up place before COVID. It's definitely got some wear and tear compared to the other place. They don't have as many things going on, but we paid a whopping $6 per person to snorkel here. And I think you get like 5 or 6 hours. We ended up staying here for about 2 hours and it was perfect. They even provide snorkel goggles, flippers, and even have lockers for you to keep your stuff in if you choose to do that. There is a bar here that has alcohol and drinks. I'm not sure about food. I know they used to. But again, COVID has definitely changed things for this place, but you get such an amazing deal for being on the exact same reef. This is probably just 2 to 3 minutes right before the Garfon Park. And I thought it was very charming and just a really cool find that saved us a lot of money. One cool thing about staying at Moon Palace is they do have a sister resort located on this island called Isla Mujeres Palace. So we went ahead and wanted to just check out this resort just to see what it was about. It's a very small boutique hotel. 1 restaurant, 1 pool. I don't know how many rooms, not very many rooms at all. We've never stayed at a very small boutique resort like this, but it was neat to see, and it kind of saved us some money when we wanted to grab a snack or just get in the pool a little bit to cool off from venturing around the island. If you watched my Moon Palace vlog, you will hear me say I personally prefer larger resorts because I like big pools and lots of restaurant choices. But I guess if you're on this island, you're going to be venturing a lot around it. You're probably not just going to stay at this one little spot. So I mean, I don't know. We may try it one day, but if you like smaller, quiet, more laid-back resorts, this one would probably definitely be your style, and I don't think the price is very expensive. So now we're going to venture over on the other side of the island. This is where the famous Mia Reef Resort is. They actually sell day passes at this resort. We did not buy them because we just parked our golf cart and jumped in right here. If you wanted to buy a day pass, you could just walk right up to that bridge and pay the money. I think it's like $70 per person. We ended up finding this little bar right beside the gate entrance to the Mia Reef, and we paid like 20 bucks for 2 drinks. So, I mean, I guess if you're wanting a beautiful ocean and just sit back and chill and drink, pay the $70 and you can eat and drink and have a beautiful beach right there. And of course, we had to take advantage of the local pharmacies there. You can get a lot of good stuff that you can't get here in the States for way cheaper. So I stocked up on some stuff. I highly recommend you checking that out. And that's about it for this Isla Mujeres vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We just jumped right back on to the ferry, got our taxi back to our resort, and enjoyed our last few days. But I cannot wait to go back to Isla to explore a little bit more. So let me know in the comments down below if you've ever done that, what you recommend doing, if you plan on going there. I would love to know. Check out my Moon Palace vlog. I show you everything that went on at that hotel, from COVID testing to the food, the amenities, the pools, the beach, everything like that. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and a great week. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in my next one.